These movies put us face to face with what it means to survive. The fear, the fight, the silence, and sometimes the surrender. Here are 10 of the most powerful survival movies ever made. These aren't just films, they're emotional journeys. They stay with you because deep down they remind you of one thing: you're stronger than you think. 1. The Revenant, 2015. You feel every breath Leo takes and every bone he breaks. Left for dead in freezing wilderness after a bear attack, he crawls through snow and pain for one reason: revenge. But what you remember isn't just the violence, it's the grit, the silence, the will to keep going when you have no strength left. It's not a film, it's an experience. 2. 127 Hours, 2010. A man trapped by a rock in the middle of nowhere. No one's coming. James Franco delivers a performance so raw, so real it hurts. This is one of those rare films that forces you to imagine the unimaginable, and then live through it. Based on a true story, it's a brutal reminder. Survival sometimes means making the most impossible choice. 3rd Castaway, at 2000. What happens when all the noise disappears? And it's just you. And your thoughts? Tom Hanks gives one of the most intimate performances ever, stranded on an island, learning how to survive. Not just nature, but loneliness. We cried over a volleyball, that's how powerful this movie is. 4. The Road, 2009. This one isn't flashy, it's not loud, but it will haunt you. A father and son walk through a cold, dying world. They're not just trying to survive, and they're trying to keep their humanity. No heroes, no villains, just people clinging to each other in the dark. It's heartbreaking, but beautiful. 5. Life of Pi, 2012. A boy survives a shipwreck alone. Well, not quite. There's a Bengal tiger on board. What follows is one of the most visually stunning and emotionally rich survival stories ever told. It's about faith, storytelling, and finding light in unimaginable darkness. 6. All is Lost, 2013. No words, just waves, and one man, alone in the middle of the ocean. Robert Redford speaks volumes without speaking at all. This film is slow, meditative, but deeply moving. It's not about loud action, it's about quiet strength and the terrifying power of nature. 7. The Martian, 2015, Trapped on a Mars. This could have been a horror film, but instead it's smart, funny, and surprisingly uplifting. Matt Damon brings heart to science and humor to disaster. With nothing but duct tape, brainpower, and disco music, he survives. Lesson: never underestimate potatoes. 8. Into the Wild, 2007. What if survival isn't about escaping danger, but escaping society? Christopher McCandless gives up everything to live free, and it's both inspiring and heartbreaking. It's a beautiful movie, but also a warning. The wild gives, and it takes. 9. Gravity, 2013. Alone in space. No sound. No gravity. Just endless darkness. Sandra Bullock gives a gut-wrenching performance as an astronaut struggling to find her way home. It's not just a survival story, it's a rebirth. A reminder that even in the cold vacuum of space, there's hope. 10th Jungle, 2017. A young traveler lost in the Amazon rainforest. No GPS, no help, just instinct and fear. Daniel Radcliffe is unrecognizable in this brutal, true story of survival against nature's deadliest playground. This film will make you feel the hunger, the isolation, the madness, and finally, the victory. These films remind us, it's not the body that gives up first, it's the mind. And these characters, like real or imagined, show us that the human spirit is far tougher than we think. If you've ever felt broken, lost, or alone, These stories tell you, keep going, even when everything says you can't. Which one of these survival tales hit you the hardest? Tell us in the comments. Share this with someone who needs a little inspiration